There is a critical water supply shortage on St. Kitts, with some communities severely affected. A couple of weeks ago, the St. Kitts Water Department had issued a warning to persons to conserve water as the water supply was critically low. As of this week, some households in the St. Peter's Parish have been without water since Monday, prompting the St. Kitts Water Services Department to truck water into those affected communities. Sean Greenaway, Inspector of Water Quality at the St. Kitts Water Department, speaking on ZIZ radio show The Water Line on Wednesday, described the gravity of the situation and encouraged households to conserve water.
Well, basically right now we have the situation of the drought that is occurring. So some folks might realize at times when they turn on their taps, there's no drinking water. For one, that's because of the situation we're in. We're not receiving enough rain, so we find that we have to run some of our wells like 24 hours a day. And with that, it could result in a situation of us over pumping. What I mean by over pumping a well, we find that when we do our tests, we find at times that the water is a bit salty or brackish. So that suggests to us that we're having what is called saltwater intrusion. And you do not want to have salt water pumping in your well. Reason being, if you continue pump salt water, you find that your wells, the water will turn over. We say turnover. So the fresh water would actually go to the bottom and the salt water will come on top. And that would result in the well no longer be able to use. So for instance, you have spent millions of dollars producing a well, digging a well, having it to production, and you find that that well is no longer able to use. So for that reason, sometimes you find that we'll have to shut off the well for maybe 24 hours just for that the water, the fresh water, could build back up, and then we could continue pumping again.
Drought-like conditions over the past several years, characterized by a decline in rainfall activity in the Caribbean and most specifically in St. Kitts and Nevis, have been largely blamed on the result of climate change activities. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.